quality of everything we are doing. And they are now asking, how do we reconcile the intent devaluation of the naira on one part and the present or current fuel price that is unstable? What will be the aftermath of this on the average Nigerian? Already they are grappling with pains, and with this intent devaluation they are seeing a situation whereby, well, the people will be left at the mercy of he who pays the piper dictates the tunes. Do you see it as that?
Well, what I would say here is that if this is going to continue, it's going to lead to instability. There will be riots. Whether government wants to disband NLC or not, it will kick off from the universities. Because when they get to the universities and they see that everything has gone up and their parents' salaries are not increased to meet the obligations of the students, they are going to create problems unless you want to have all the universities closed. Unless you want to have that. Because once the naira has been affected and the purchasing power has been affected, then everybody will be affected. And it's going to cause problems.
Okay, let's take a phone call now. Okay, we lost that call. Well, if you want to be part of the program, the number to call is 496-7828. The number again to call is 496-7828. And if you're calling outside Lagos, all you need to do is add 01, the code of Lagos, and you dial the numbers 496-7828, and you'll be right here with us in the studios. Well, we're looking at that, which we've said. Okay, how do you determine these market price now? Some selling at 40, some at 34, some at 50, and it's not stable. Let's take a call before you respond to that. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Jordan, good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine, and how are you too?
Yeah, I think where have you been yesterday?
Well, thank you. I was off on official assignment.
Okay, I hope everything is going on well.
We thank God.
Okay. On the issue you are discussing about, I think the government is not sincere with Nigerians. They have not been sincere. Since the inception of this administration, they have not been sincere at all. They are not telling us the truth. Let me tell you about the statement of devaluing the naira and allowing investors to come in. That is not the truth. I think somebody somewhere is writing a script outside Nigeria and telling them what to do just to benefit their own people. I think these are all IMF scripts. There is nothing like investors coming in. This is the truth. And the government, part of the insincerity of the government is that only when you are not in line with them, you are in trouble. It's only when you are not in terms with them, the ICPC will come in. It's only when labor is not in good terms with them, they want to decentralize it. Where are we going from here? People are suffering. They must sit up. And I have been telling people, Nigeria now is just like somebody who put a drum at the tap and open water in it. The water has been full already. The tap has not been locked, and the water is spreading everywhere, creating floods. At the end of the day, it will be weakening the foundation of every houses. At the end of the day, everything will collapse. And we should be praying that one should not happen until this government sit up. Things are not going nowhere, and there's lot focus all together. People are imposing what is not good on us, and they know they are taking it. Why should you tell us that this is what we have to do? People will come and bring whatever they like, and America himself, who are the father of all these things, are maintaining their own economy, telling you that this is what they want. You don't have to bring in this. If you want to bring in this, they give us a higher tariff that thing will not be accommodated in their own country, and telling us to make our own gate open, let everything go cheaper, and we'll be buying it, the value and naira, and thousands of people, about 80% of the population are suffering. God help us.
So what do you advise, Biodun, if you must be the economic advisor?
To change, to take us to their heart, that they are our leader, they are not our boss. They are leading us, to put them there to direct us, to make us feel happy, to make Nigerians, they know the right things to do. Well, let me tell you, the other day, the president went to the officer's mess, telling the military officer that he has the feeling and he knows that some people are sabotaging saboteurs are trying not they are the ones that make the refineries not work. Who are these people? Are they ghosts? Are they ordinary Nigerians? Are they you and me who has nothing to do with that? Why the president when they are accusing somebody in higher office that this man has stolen money and he is telling ordinary Nigerians to look for evidence? Are we to get the evidence?
Thank you very much, Biodun. Well, he made mention of a point there that our leaders are not being sincere. Do you share that view with him?
Yeah, it's sincerity of leadership. If the leadership is very sincere and has a focus, then the country can be projected to international focus. You see, when Obasanjo returned in 1999, people had confidence in him because when he was head of state in 76, 79, the government operated a regulated system. It was when IBB got there that they changed the system. They operated a regulated system where they regulated what was coming into the country and what was going out. They used to do it quarterly. If you bring in cars in January for the first quarter, you release foreign exchange in January for the first quarter. They will not release any other foreign exchange until probably December when they have exhausted the stock of the vehicles, when there are no more vehicles on the ground. But today they've now changed to an open system whereby the whole market is just open. Everybody just buys foreign exchange at any time.
Okay, let's take another call now.
And then you have a glut. People keep on importing, and that's why you have port congestion.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Let's meet you, please. Where are you calling from and your name?
I'm calling from Lagos and my name is Morwe Francis.
Morwe Francis. Thank you for joining us.
There is one thing surprising me in this country.
Yes, so go ahead.
If we put our money and decide today that our naira will be 50 to 1, will it cause any problem for us in this country?
Well, that's a good question.
And there is something I want us to look at. If you look at countries like Botswana, and you look like countries like Kenya, these are African countries. If you look like at countries like South Africa, these people, Kenya for example, for over the past 5 years now, their money has been steady between 65 to $1. If you look at Botswana, Pula has been almost 1 to 1 with the dollar for over 10 years now. And Botswana is having only mineral, I think it's diamond. And they have it in large quantity. They are being able to manage their economy very well. Investors are coming in there. So the issue of devaluing our currency for investors to come in shouldn't have even been something that somebody will be talking at all. If you go to Botswana now, their money has never passed more than $1 to $1, and the investors are coming in to invest there. The thing in this country is that we need to tell ourselves the truth. I don't see the reason why they will continue devaluing naira, when it is not benefiting an average Nigerian citizen. So I think the government have to think twice over the issue. I'm very happy for the contribution that the man you have there is giving us. It's quite a very interesting something. Thank you very much.
Thank you. What would you advise, Moe, before you leave us? If you are the economic advisor to Mr. President.
We better peg our money on a particular, if it is 50 to 1 that Nigeria decides that our money will be, we will put our money to 50 to 1. Then it will help us employment. It will help an average Nigerian, even the foreigners that will come in, it will help them employment. But if you continue devaluing the currency like this, and be very sincere to you, it will even be frightening some of the foreigners that will come in to invest here, because your money is not steady. When he come in, the currency will not allow him to plant anything.
Well, where Nigerians are not given the chance to determine that, and just a group of people are determining that for the country, what do you do?
That I don't know what we can be able to do again. We have people representing us in government. The issue is that I don't know what they are doing. But if they have I can't really understand whether they are thinking at all about how the economy will improve. But to be sincere to you, the only option that is left for us is that, as I gave you an example, that we should look at some African countries like Botswana, Kenya, there. We have something to vote. If we cannot be able to manage our economy again, let's go and ask them,
how are you able to be keeping your money to be on a steady like 60? As I said, Kenya there is between 60 to 65. Botswana has been on not more than $1 to $1 for the past 10 years. So if we don't have any other way to manage our economy, instead of borrowing, trying to learn from Americans and the IMF and all whatnot, we better go and learn from our fellow African countries on how we will manage our economy better. But I think the only thing is that Nigerians have intellectuals, but nobody is listening to them. The government don't want to listen to any person like the person you have there who is talking. Nobody wants to listen to him. So that's the problem we're having, and I don't know where we're heading to.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mawul Francis.
Thank you.
Well, Biodun.
Yeah, no. Well, quite a lot, a valid point that he raised. I asked that earlier that, you know, what will happen should the government decide to just raise the value of the naira? But aside from that, what I want to really ask, well, even though you are not an economist, but at least you have
I have an idea of political economy. So.
Okay, what I want to ask is should the concern of any government should be primarily more of the concern for who comes from outside to come and participate in our economy, or should their concern be first and foremost about the well-being of the people that are supposed to?
Sorry, before you answer that, let's take this call. I hope you got the question right. Let's take this call. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you do us a favor, please? Can you reduce the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you clearly?
Okay, thank you. Yes, I would like to contribute.
First, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Tina. I am calling from Ogudu.
Thank you, Tina, for joining us.
Yes. What I would like to contribute is that this country,
yes,
the body is just folding their arms. We are not doing anything. We are just complaining on TV and radio. And the government is not ready to listen. What I am suggesting is that everybody should take to the street. Because, I mean, we are being held captive in our own country. What is the problem with this government? The other time they came, we voted for them. And now they are not doing what the people wanted. What the people want. What is the problem? They have other external interests that they are protecting. But they cannot protect the citizens here. They cannot protect our economy. If you devalue the naira, you will find out that these so-called interests that they have internationally, they will prove this. They will stabilize the economy so that all of us can benefit. The other day, Obasanjo went abroad, destroying the image of the citizen with the pretense that he's trying to promote the transparency. You are not doing what the people want. There is starvation. There is so many things are going wrong, and yet you say you want to promote the interest of the citizens. So we don't know where we are going from here. So I'm calling on all Nigerians. We should not leave this for someone alone to do. Let all of us take to the streets because the government has taken us for granted enough. So that is my contribution to this program.
Tina, before you
speaking on air, looking for solution. We know the solution ourselves, but we are afraid to face the truth. We are being held slavery in our own country, and nobody is doing anything about it. That is my annoyance.
Tina.
All of us should take to the street. We should not wait for Obasanjo or any minister or any house of representatives